Just every game's a battle right now. There's so much at stake. Everybody's playing hard. Like last weekend against Northern Michigan, that was a playoff series. There wasn't a lot of ice. It was physical. They're just you just knew you were. Even the guy said after the game on Saturday. I mean, it was playoff hockey. And that's what it is right now. I mean, we're all playing for something, and there's a lot at stake in a lot of these games right now. And you got to be sharp, and you got to be at your best.
Flammang had probably his best weekend offensively this past weekend. What's been his biggest key to success lately?
He was hot the second half of the year last year as well, and but he broke his finger in a game in Bowling Green, and that kind of derailed him for 4 weeks or so. But he's playing well right now. But Adam, he's a physical player. He's got a good stick. He's got a heavy stick, and. He was his goals were big time last weekend, and hopefully again you hope to see that he's got a little confidence now, and hopefully again he can keep that going.
He's a kid that takes a lot of big hits too. He's not afraid to get in those dirty areas. Just talk about his game as a whole, and away from the big weekend when he has 5 points.
Well, you're spot on. He plays heavy. He plays heavy. He plays strong. He stays in front of the net. He dishes it out. He takes it. He's kind of one of those throwback type players.
How big is it to get Kyle Wolf back in the lineup after this?
It's just great having his presence. His presence. You know what? You can't. Words can't describe. Again, his presence in that locker room before the game. On the bench. Between periods, just the things he says, how he conducts himself, how he competes. Again, he's just. It's great having him back.
You've rolled out 48 different line combinations and 14 different set of pairs this year, and it forces these guys to be versatile in terms of who they play with. How does that versatility translate to resiliency when you're facing a 1-goal deficit a couple times like you would expect?
Who knows? We came back on Friday. That's what I just thought we showed some. On Saturday. We came back a couple times from 1-goal deficits, and I thought that showed. Again, that showed resiliency in our guys. And we get that lead on Friday. It would be nice to keep that lead. We got to make sure too that we close some of those games down. Those 2 road games, Michigan Tech that Saturday, and of course that Saturday too we had leads. But again, we also have to give credit to Northern Michigan. There was a lot of desperation. They played really good on Saturday, and once in a while that's what's going to happen. Is that we played pretty good too, but our guys found a way. Our guys found a way, and I was proud of our guys, boy, last weekend, and. As I said, those weren't easy conditions.
You get to reset a little bit before you go into another big series against Ferris. What did you take away from your first time out in Big Rapids, and how will it apply this weekend?
Well, again, I look at the game on Saturday. We were in a good spot. We went Friday night on the road. So now we're playing with the house money on Saturday, and I can't remember if they scored 30, 40 seconds in, whatever it was right there. But it was just one of those nights Saturday night in Ferris where they were the team that was dictating terms to us, and they beat us. And it's a big week. It's a big weekend right now, and it's nice to be home. We've got 4 of our next 6 at home. So again, like I said, there's just a lot at stake. They're a really good hockey team. The last games for them were 2 weeks ago in Augustana, and they swept Augustana. So we saw Augustana as well the next week, and they're a good hockey team. So it's just that's where it's at right now. It's just there's a fine line in all these games, and whoever probably makes the least amount of mistakes is the one that's probably going to be victorious.
Yeah, I think confidence. It's you gotta go up and down, confidence-wise. And coming in as a freshman, didn't have a ton of points. Sophomore year, slow start kind of, and I think just getting comfortable and getting with Jones and Yuri, who can make plays all over the ice. And it was an exciting weekend for the Bees and for me, but yeah.
First CCHA award too. What does it mean to see your name come up with Forward of the Week there after a big weekend?
Yeah, it feels good, but at the end of the day, it's just an award, and I'm just happy the Bees got 5 out of 6.
You guys have rolled out 48 different line combos and 14 different deep pair combos, and that's a lot.
Yeah.
And it's forced you guys to play with new guys, maybe night to night, weekend to weekend. Talk about how that versatility that you guys get from those moments translates to some resilience.
Yeah, exactly. Like I was talking to Schultz, we've had a lot of injuries and guys in World Juniors and whatnot, but we all believe in everybody in that locker room. Next man up mentality, and everybody's done a great job this year.
Yeah, and obviously getting Kyle Lopez back was huge. And just talk about what he brings back there in terms of a leadership role, even when he goes a couple of games without getting points.
Mm-hmm. He just does everything the right way. He gets pucks out when he needs to get pucks out. As you see on the PK last week, and I think he blocked 3 shots after coming back from a surgery on his hand. Like he's a stud.
Yeah, you guys blocked 36 shots this past weekend. Will Magnuson had 13 of those by himself. You guys have lost guys to injuries for blocking shots this year. You guys just keep going out there and doing it. Mm-hmm. Talk about just that that kind of willingness to go out there and make those sacrifices and go home. Yeah,
that's winning hockey. Coach talks about it all the time. Winning hockey, blocking shots, getting pucks out, winning battles, and that's Beaver hockey. Winning hockey is Beaver hockey. So we're just gonna keep doing that the rest of the year.